city on the rise, they looking surprised. Which place here to live, not only survive. I be your guide to help you find what's truly inside. Point a finger to the sky if you down for the ride. It's about time we take a stand, can't run, can't hide. Tell you where I'm from, we be screaming out too
They
far.
said I never make it out, get a day job just to move out my mama's house. And then what? Just stuck in a place they talk about on the news. Not many good things to say about the mound. And everybody I know is afraid of the place that I call home. And when they ask where I'm from, I say, you know I gotta say 252. They say I never met a girl from there like you. Carolina roses, good things grow here too. Pretty flowers in this field called life. It takes a little mud to make something that's nice. Carolina roses, good things grow here too. Pretty flowers in this field called life. It takes a little mud to make something that's nice.
All right. Okay. Oh, see, I see the website you get these off of. Actually,
He gets them off of BuzzFeed.
No,
That's
Okay.
the type of
No,
he
it is
gets.
Would You Rather's
Or
mature, and it's like 3 pages.
See, the word mature is where you messed up and why we keep getting ourselves in these bad situations.
okay. So, would you rather be locked in a room that is constantly dark for a week, or a room that is constantly bright for a week?
That's so boring.
That is a lame would you rather.
Maybe dark. That's what I would choose.
Dark. I don't know. That would like
I
put me
don't know.
in
I
like
feel
a-
like bright will probably
Okay.
hurt
Probably,
my
yeah.
Here's one.
eyes or make me go crazier.
I don't really bright.
I feel like brightness. I'm already sensitive to the light.
But this
Yeah.
is brightness. It's not like
See, to me, a bright room is like a big sunny
I'm not
day.
telling you the brightest.
Yeah,
room
my
is the
eyes are
darkest.
sensitive.
Yeah, I mean one
Not
eye
gonna work.
the whole entire time.
It would make me look sweaty
not
too.
good.
I need a dark room. I don't use lights that often anyway. Got my blackout curtains.
There's one that I have not used. All right.
You swoop a bang over your
I
eye.
can't hear
Your boy
them.
Terrence came with the hot take real quick. All right. Would you rather, to the general public, think you are a horrible person, but to your family have your family be very proud of you, or have your family believe you are a horrible person, but the public holds you in very high praise? You rather be hated by your family, loved by the public, or vice versa?
Hated by the family.
Loved by the public.
I'm already
Yep.
hated by my family. Nah, I'd rather be hated by I'd rather be hated by they already gonna talk to me.
See, the
They
thing.
already don't love you. So
I
what's the
think
point
we
right
say
now?
like somebody's missing something
Explain my joke.
to be hated by like someone's missing what the other person's getting.
Yeah, like what would it have to be? Like
You know what I'm saying?
if
Because I'm thinking music wise. Like the public loves my music, my family hates it. I'll be alright with it.
TJ, we're talking about you as a person, not
as
your
a person,
not your
though.
content.
Okay, as a person,
I'd rather my family
I'd
hate
still
my
be
music,
okay with
honestly.
that because my family is type of one is like I gotta like it. Love
Okay,
it.
but
Kind of
think about any type of career. Like, if my family hated my music, they're like less than 1% of the world who could.
Yeah, imagine that scandal. Though. It's
Love
only
my
gonna
music.
be his whole family who listen to.
They
his
can
albums.
hate you, but not like your music.
You think
Like,
Kanye's dad listens to his albums?
but people think
least
Kanye
once.
is a horrible person, but they still love his music. It doesn't have anything to do with you.
That's
being a horrible
actually
person.
true. I second that. Yeah, family can hate me. Public gotta go praise me.
The
Okay.
public can hate me. I want my
They're gonna
family
put
to love
money
me.
in your pockets. The
I don't need it.
Yeah, it depends on what. Okay, as a person or family, but
That's the whole question. It is based on a person.
I know, but like you said, like my music, probably I'd rather them hate it.
Nobody asked.
Is it weird that with our family, thinking of them hating us is still like them calling us over for dinner and stuff? I don't see it
They'll
as like
probably
a
still invite us,
See,
but they
like-
probably might just talk
like a
junk.
family reunion almost.
Yeah.
Like you're here at a convenience.
I feel like that's
I
still
mean-
love though. It's like deep down, you
That's
gotta
why-
like you gotta
I'm
dig
I'm
and
trying to
find it, but that's still
rationalize
love.
it, like, cause you care enough to hate me.
Yeah, I guess you do still have to
What?
care enough
Oh,
to
okay,
hate.
okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Love me
You
so
were
much
late to
that
the
you
game,
hate me.
right? Late to the game.
Oh,
alert.
okay, that's deep. All right, so would you last one? I don't know. If you how many?
That was the
did you-
one I did not use.
Okay, so would you rather die in 20 years with no regrets or die in 50 years with many regrets?
No
I'm
regrets.
too young to be dying in 20 years.
No regrets.
See, 43. That sounds depressing. I'm gonna go with the
Yeah, I know,
50
right?
years.
Can I choose my
Like,
death though?
I'm okay.
Could you choose your death?
Can I choose my way out?
That's
It's always
that's
up,
not
but-
really the
think that's
question.
how
It's
works.
always up, but can I choose this? No.
I don't
You're
think
just
you
gonna-
can.
would you
Then
choose
that
your
kind of
death?
makes the whole no regrets thing depressing.
How would you die if you could?
Blade of glory, like it'd be very elaborate. Like if I fall down some stairs, get into a wheelbarrow that's gonna go down a hill.
You want an
Like,
obstacle course with your death?
like kind of like
you want to enjoy your
I want it to be
death?
like
You wanna
legit
slip out a chicken
coverage.
tender and
Like,
just-
You want to ride?
It's like I want the newsman to say, "Yeah, they sit down for this one." All
Somebody's
right.
just sitting there videotaping. the whole
TLJ
thing.
died.
So it started
First he
off.
fell down the stairs.
No, that's so funny.
It's ridiculous. I prefer to die in my sleep just because I know pain.
That's not the question,
Yeah.
y'all.
I mean, I asked this question. I just wanted to know.
You want to okay, yeah, die in your sleep. However you want to die, you're gonna die both ways anyway. What would you rather
You gotta
do?
die both ways. Well,
Either
in
way-
life you have to die.
Either way, you would have to die.
Yeah, we
50
say not
years.
no.
The
I'm not
same
even no
50
regrets.
years with regrets
Jesus.
in my sleep.
With regrets? That's an unpleasant way to go.
I already got regrets. It's too late. We can't turn
But you
back.
can
I'm
erase
okay with
those in
the
20
regrets,
years.
too.
You can erase those in 20
I
years.
don't want them erased. I've learned from them. If I'm not thinking about them, then
Okay,
then
we're
I'm
doing
not
like a deeper reflection kind of thing. Then all right,
Was that question too deep? That was lucky too deep.
it was like I am who I am because of my regrets.
learning.
Yeah, it made me who I am today.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Facts.
TJ.
Hey, I said what I said.
Talents.
Anyway,
That's not my name.
Talents.
welcome.
However, speaking of names, Tim,
Oh,
we used to be
wow.
so good at this.
I'm
Yeah.
Tim.
We used to be so good at this.
I'm Tim.
He's trying.
I'm TJ.
I'm Franny.
And welcome back to Rivalries, man. We're a mess. All right. So today we have a very special guest, somebody close to home. Miss. Go ahead, TJ. Introduce her.
Trinity Jae.
Hello, hello.
I'm sorry. What?
What's
Trinity
up?
Jae.
I'm sorry. Who?
Shut up.
Is that playing?
We're in the same room.
No, but yeah, welcome, Trinity. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here.
Thank you for coming. We saw you on Instagram Live, snapping your. I mean, living your way,
Instagramming.
driving and living your way over here.
Yep.
That's not safe.
Well, my defense, I was actually parked for the last
It looked like it. That's what I was
last
like.
minute.
Oh, okay. Okay.
All right. That's
Anyway, no, but we thank you for coming on here, Trinity. Just explain who you are, what you do.
What do you do?
Okay, I'm Trinity. I go by Trinity Jae, and I'm a YouTuber, full-time YouTuber. I'm an influencer as well, and that's about it. I'm social media.
Got you. So when did you start doing YouTube?
It was freshman year of college.
Mm.
I think 2010.
So what made you want to, who was people that you looked at was that's something that I want to do.
Well, when I first was on YouTube, I was looking at beauty videos. You Love Meg's and Andrea's Choice. I was inspired by them both. Mm. And then from there, I'm like, well, if they can do it, I can do it. So that's where it started.
With a whopping over 300,000 subscribers. And movie.
330.
300.
Just saying.
Just to get it right.
Just saying.
You're
It's
330,000.
growing. It's growing.
Yes.
That's wild. Last time I checked, and I don't know when the last time I checked was, it was 30 something, 30,000 something.
That's probably about almost, 3 years ago?
For what?
The 30. Gotta remember, you didn't do something, but you came to us about it. You're trying to get to 50 in a certain amount of time.
Yeah, well, I can't remember when I was hitting certain milestones, but I do know, man, 100,000 is when I was the most excited because you get a plaque.
Yeah, I was about to
right.
say.
And that was a big goal.
Mm-hmm.
I was very happy about that.
It's a silver play button, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And they updated it. Back in the day, I got the old one, but now they have
It's
a
an actual
sleeker look.
I've seen some that are the actual
oh.
play button itself.
Okay.
Oh, thank you. No, but that's what's up.
Yeah.
So 300,000 subscribers. What do you think? I'm not gonna say what's the secret to it. What do you think it is about you that makes people
Oh.
Have you met her?
Well, I'm guessing it's my personality. That's what I'm guessing it is. That's what I'm hoping it is. Because I'd rather people watch me for who I am and not necessarily what I'm
I
doing.
think it's the food.
We can talk about the food content later.
Do you do chef? Not chef stuff, but you do
Well, here's the thing. When I first started out on YouTube, I was doing beauty videos and college vlogs. And from there, I was doing story times, just telling my stories and experiences. And from there, I just felt like I needed to do something a little different because I love cooking, I love food. So I'm like, well, let's go ahead and cross over to some different content, and people fell in love with it. So it just happened.
Okay.
And I just, I cook, I eat.
Are you good
I create.
at cooking?
Yeah, I'm good. I mean, come on
I'm
now.
not saying you're
Come
bad.
on.
I'm not saying you're bad. I live
When
with your brother, so I'm like.
When you brought over the macaroni and cheese,
Who
Tim
can
told me what
cook
it
better
didn't
than
get
you? So
So he has not had experience with
Oh,
it.
okay.
Wait, you cooked that macaroni and cheese?
Yeah, I
had
made
some?
that.
You would. I thought
you weren't here.
Yeah.
It was me and Trey.
Trey ate all of it.
Of course.
Yeah.
And then I had an allergic reaction, but that's not
Wait, you
important.
talking about
I
the
forgot to
Thanksgiving
mention the
mac and
lobster inside.
cheese? Oh,
He
yeah.
let
Lobster
me
mac and
start
cheese.
eating it, and then
Oh, the way I think there's lobster in that.
stop.
Mhm.
Yep.
So what's your favorite dish?
That lasagna was looking right last video.
Yeah, lasagna was good.
Are you sure?
My favorite dish.
Close enough.
My favorite dish that I made, or just in general.
Let's do both.
Okay, my favorite dish is a steak, a good steak, and a baked potato, loaded baked potato.
Yeah.
Gotta be loaded.
Exactly.
That's like my favorite dish. But on my channel, my favorite dish of all time that I made was the gold wings. I don't know if y'all have seen it, but I made some 24 karat gold wings using edible gold dust.
Yeah. Isn't that like the... I know 2 Chainz is like the show that's like the most
Yeah.
edible. Yeah, so
Mhm.
is that the same thing?
And that actually went viral, and that's kind of what sparked the cooking content.
Oh, okay.
Like, okay, well, let's do more.
That's what's up.
They want more,
That's
so give it to them.
I feel you. That's what's up. That's what's up. Anybody else got any Trinity questions?
TJ, you got any questions for your sister?
Matter of fact, I got some questions for Trinity about TJ.
Oh my god.
So what was TJ?
I thought we
Okay.
were gonna do
What
this.
I've heard you and TJ were, I'm not gonna say like arch nemesis as like kids, but like y'all did. TJ has told me stories where it's like
They're
Trinity,
siblings.
like I wanted to like yada yada. Like what do you think? What is the maddest TJ's ever got you?
Oh
Don't
well,
do that. I'm hoping she forgets. Because I know.
Are you gonna tell us? Yeah.
I'll say that TJ really, he pushes buttons, but I don't think it was ever a boiling point.
Mm-hmm.
Surprisingly, it was with someone else. But I don't know. I feel like we did have a falling out, and it was when he just got involved in an argument with someone else. So he
Okay.
kind of caught the smoke. Just
So he stepped into
That
something.
happens all.
stepped into something.
Oh Jesus! Like he always
With good
does.
intent,
Legit,
but you know.
there've been times I've come home and I'm just, what happened? I just,
Yeah, he was definitely
It's
that.
like the couch
for
on the
sure.
ceiling. Like what the heck?
Why
happened?
are we doing
I
this?
thought you would bring up the infinite. You had a story time about it. Before school, we got into an argument about something. Ended up with me throwing a phone at her head.
Oh yes,
TJ.
What
Yes.
kind of phone?
The
Like a
old
cell phone?
phone.
The
or
house
a
phone?
The
whole-
house phone.
Oh,
The
like
portable house phone?
Yes.
Yeah.
Chuck that at her head.
yeah, and it was. I see it
That's how
as.
about her right now.
I see it as. Like,
She's like, yes.
Yeah, I'm saying.
yeah, it was the first time where I knew that he was really upset. I mean, I didn't even see that phone coming. I mean, my back was turned. My back was turned, and I just the amount of pain on the back of the head. I was lightheaded, and
You
yeah.
actually hit it.
Yeah, I was about
Oh
to say,
yeah,
you
he
connected.
threw that phone.
Understand.
I just thought
I
it
was
got thrown in your
beyond whatever
direction.
I was feeling.
I just knew like, okay, he
You
has
should get
had
angry and play
enough.
baseball.
The
You know?
funny thing about
was the
this
argument?
was I have no clue.
I can't even remember either.
Funny thing about this was after all that, we went outside and waited for the bus to go to school. We had a whole day ahead of us.
Yeah, that's how it
Yeah.
happens. Like you don't really ever stay mad at your sibling. You're just like, all right, well,
You
I gotta be
gotta
here
move
with you
on.
anyway.
Yeah.
So let's...
And then I forgot to tell you
You
when you called me to fact check. Dad asked about why the phone was chipped.
What? Oh,
The phone I threw, and
Oh,
I like
the phone
Chipped?
chipped.
I had no clue. I was like,
we try to
Phone's
keep
over.
the secrets, you know.
oh, there's so many fights. We would clean up afterwards.
Oh
and
yeah,
stuff.
for sure.
That's how it
Super
is.
glue.
You ever
Right.
do the thing where your
Wow.
parents send you up to the room or like send you to your room to like wait to get a whooping, and y'all devise a plan on like how to like forgive each other real
See,
quick,
here's the thing.
so that you won't get a whooping.
We rarely on the same page though. If we hold on, I'll say this. If it was a situation where we're all gonna be whooped, we're on the same page.
Oh
Right.
yeah.
But if there was an actual someone to blame, we no alliances there.
Yeah.
What was like your go-to move? Like me and Judah used to do this thing where we like would, if we heard our parents come up the stairs and we saw like their head, we would start hugging real quick,
That's so
as if
fake.
like we.
That's so obviously.
If it was a fight with each other, we would start hugging like I forget and say I forgive you real
Like
loud.
I
and
would
stuff
have
like
given
that.
you a harder spanking.
I was
Like it's just
I'm
being
like,
safe.
"Thanks," and
Now
it
you're
never
making
worked,
jokes
you're
now.
right.
You trying to make it funny now.
No,
I was thinking it was like you trying to joke with me now.
no, I'm saying what was
Yeah, no, as a parent, that's how I would feel.
Oh,
like,
yeah,
are you,
yeah, of
you're
course.
serious? You
Where
think
was
this,
this
you
love
think
we
this
all
spanking's
fighting?
funny?
exactly. We were fighting. Was it? No love. Anyway,
I didn't have any techniques. It depends who it was. If it was my mom, I was doing regardless. If it was my dad, there was a small chance I could talk my way out of it.
I just took my spankings
you know, it's
because I
funny.
normally
TJ's the
deserve
same way.
them.
He don't even know.
See, here's the thing. That because I knew I deserved doesn't mean I wanted to have one.
No, one wants to have one, but I didn't devise.
If there was a way to get out, I'm gonna try to get out.
Exactly. What's the worst whooping you ever got? That's for everybody.
Ooh, there's a few though. Like I can't even.
The worst. It was my dad. Oh, no, I know what it was. He told me to my face, I'm not allowed to watch TV. I walked out his room into Crystal's room when she had cable, sat down and watched TV. This man stood at the door, so furious, grabbed me by the neck, and I was whooped automatically. That was probably the worst I've ever gotten.
Man, the worst whooping I ever got, I was, you know how like some whoopings travel where you just moving too much? I ran up the stairs and ran into the laundry room. My dad whipped like my leg. I hit and busted my head on the dryer.
Did he finish?
Lord.
Yes.
Oh wow.
He probably
I was on the ground like.
He got an extra spanking for hurting himself.
Exactly.
No, I'll take that
Denzel
back.
tear
Do you
falls.
remember the tool mom had that she called Spanky?
Spanky the spanker.
The what?
It was a tool that she used that she called Spanky.
I mean, she used a spatula, a cord.
It wasn't that. It was wood. It was wooden.
She used everything.
Well, she had a thing. She had
But
a,
I didn't know she had a name.
Oh,
called it
yes.
Spanky.
She called it Spanky.
See.
Who got more?
That was some morbid stuff.
Who got more whoopings?
Oh, me. For sure. I was the
I was quick.
outspoken one, the one that always spoke my mind, which I will say that's probably what got me far.
Right.
Because it really, I just kind of stick to who I am. Of course, since I moved out the house. But yeah, I definitely got the most, for sure.
I got it the least.
I got the least in my house too. Now that I think about it.
I was just a fast learner. That's all it was.
Yeah, you learned from us. That's what you're supposed to
True.
do.
It's
But you
sad.
don't do that when
I'm the
mom's
baby
upset.
and I still somehow didn't learn. I feel like I got the most spankings out of everybody in my family.
But I feel like if there's only two of y'all, then it's not like, you know.
Well, even my cousins and stuff, I still got the more spankings.
Oh,
out
Yeah,
of
we're
them.
doing cousins and nah.
Yeah, I don't know about the cuss.
I just never
Don't name
listened.
no
I
names.
always try to like reason
I stopped
with people.
myself.
Devontae? No,
Hey, Carl, that one time.
that's terrible. Well, we're glad you're here. So I got like too many topics.
Oh God.
A lot of this stuff is kind of, I'm not saying it's irrelevant.
You only
but,
got an hour.
I'm gonna start off with this. Y'all heard about that Instagram egg that like made 18 million
Yes.
likes?
Yeah, I heard about it a
It's
little
ridiculous, but also genius.
It is.
Well-
The only purpose was to beat Kylie Jenner, I think, and like the most liked Instagram
bit.
picture.
Yeah.
It is the most petty like Instagram picture.
I liked it.
I was like, I engaged.
It deserved it, you
It
know.
was too far gone for me to like feel a part of it, so I just let it be.
But didn't she post a video of her cracking an egg?
Yeah.
And then I wonder how many likes does that have? I don't know if it already surpassed the.
Anybody else want to look that up?
I don't
follow
want
Kylie.
to taint my search history with that.
Yeah, I'm okay.
I used to
No
follow-
jitters on my
I'd rather
phone.
not.
I used to follow all the Kardashians for some reason.
You say you used to?
I was really into that show for like a 3 months period.
I'm not that surprised.
You know, I want to be surprised, but I'm not either. I'm just concerned.
You know, no, it was the season when she married Kanye.
We never
So you're
seen
trying to
that.
and
use
so
that
I was
as
trying to see
excuse.
Kanye.
That's sure. That's
see
that's.
Kanye.
And then once he started going crazy, I was just like, never mind.
Once he started.
I mean, once he started being visibly crazy. Which is
that
still,
happened
still
before he made it.
Okay, but anyway. I gave up after.
He's always been off.
It got boring.
That's
All right.
stupid egg.
So that egg. Quick news: Missy Elliott was inducted into the Songwriters Hall of Fame.
Wait.
Or she will be inducted into
I
the
would
Songwriters
say this is
Hall of
way
Fame.
overdue.
Yeah. Yeah, she deserves a lot.
She has a lot of. She has like Pharrell credits, like a lot of Ghost credits you don't expect.
Right. She wrote for I'm not saying she wrote for Beyonce, but she wrote for like I think she wrote for JT. She wrote for
JT.
Justin, this my guy JT. She wrote for JT. She wrote for like
Why are we trying
Pharrell
to make
too.
Justin Timberlake cool? Can we just
Whatever.
call him by his name?
Yeah,
She wrote for Rihanna.
What?
She wrote for. I shouldn't even sing that much anymore. What's her name?
For the
What's her
Ten
name?
Commandments.
No, who's the?
The Bible.
He had co-writing credits to TLC. That was the most
Oh
surprising.
yeah, of course.
Yeah, that
Aaliyah
is
too.
true,
I think she
yeah.
wrote for Aaliyah as well.
Probably.
Yeah, I feel like she's mad underrated. I feel like when you
Oh,
talk
yeah.
about female rappers, you know, there's always like Lil' Kim, you know, Nicki.
There's a lot of
Foxy.
underrated
Right.
going on.
I feel like that too. Lauryn Hill, even though Lauryn Hill, I feel like doesn't.
She didn't pay her taxes.
She doesn't show up to her
TJ, mind your
shows.
business.
That's ridiculous.
Mind your business.
She don't show
That,
us in
that
her
is
shows.
ridiculous to me.
Mind
She shows up late to her own show.
Nobody talks about Wesley Snipes like this. We just let him do his time and
Wait, at least Wesley Snipes makes a joke out of it every now and then. Right. She's legit talking about like, why am I going through this? I was like, you didn't pay your taxes.
Right.
You have a simple solution for your situation.
It's not that simple. I'm pretty sure she owes like
I think the problem is that the people pay people to do this for them, and then the people don't ever pay their taxes and take care of it. So in their head, it doesn't make sense that it's happening because
like she did all the things that she thought
exactly she was supposed to do.
Yeah, she probably just trusted the wrong people too.
Mm-hmm.
Like Wyclef.
Did she marry Wyclef?
I don't know.
What?
Oh.
No, she didn't marry Wyclef. They never even had kids.
I thought it was her and Andre 3000.
That's Erica Badu.
You're right.
What are y'all doing?
I am drunk.
I don't think either of these people were in a relationship
All these
with her.
I had no clue either. Wow.
I'm drunk.
Making up
I'm
these
sorry.
things.
Right.
Like, stop making relationships.
Is Michelle Obama going on with Neil Armstrong?
yeah. I remember that.
Duh.
Bro,
time when he-
quick tangent. Y'all see that video that was trending of Michelle Obama in these pants that defined her booty in like
Ew,
It was like, how you
the reaction. Because I was about to slip. The reaction of all the players, feel like players or something in there. One dude who was jumping up and down until she turned around and was like,
This is a real video?
yes.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I can.
Wow.
I'll show you afterwards.
So
I
Michelle
haven't-
Obama was wearing some tight pants, and where was she?
They're
at?
they're
no
not
clue.
even tight. They're just like
Defined.
really
Business
accentuated.
They
pants.
really, accentuate the curves.
That woman is blessed. I didn't realize it until that video.
Yeah,
I don't know how you missed
I
that.
think we just don't expect the first lady to ever have cake. You know what I'm saying?
Well, she always dressed nicely, and they tried to act like she was like showing too much because she's always had a body.
Her daughter was showing too much in that club.
And her daughter needs to stop smoking cigarettes.
Her
And
daughter
that's not the point right
I
now.
used to have a crush on the oldest, and then
Well, then she started smoking
They're
cigarettes.
tired, so I
the youngest actually looks a lot better, in my opinion.
don't think
Is she
she's
a
legal.
child?
I don't think she's legal at
She's
all.
like 18.
No, she's not.
How
no,
old is
she's
she?
not. No, she's not.
She was disappearing.
It's not.
Okay.
I have no clue.
Yeah, okay, well, anyway.
We're just gonna move
Let's
on.
go past that.
Yeah, let's not dive into our
Anybody got a
Kelly
Bible?
situation.
like, anybody
Right.
like a
Or cast me
Bible or
up.
something?
Got Tim Kelly over there.
Anyway. Speaking of
Amen.
R&B singers, Chris Brown was arrested in Paris over rape allegations last night.
What?
I missed that.
It was him and two other. Let me go to like CNN or something. Chris
Yeah,
Brown was
they know that.
They're getting everybody, huh?
basically. It's about time, right? It's about. I was actually watching
But-
that.
Keyword is allegations. We
I
gotta,
don't believe
we really
like
have
Chris
to
Brown
dig.
raping. Like, hold on now. He
I
probably
don't-
hit
Is it?
somebody.
I don't.
Probably.
Well,
Yeah, he probably
It
hit
was a rape
someone.
complaint. Somebody said Chris Brown raped me in Paris. And
wait, that's it. See,
See, the problem is he's on probation, so no matter what anybody says, it's gonna become an issue, and he's
yeah,
gonna get drawn in.
I feel like he's going through the process at this point. Not even like an actual, we're going to move forward with an investigation. I feel like they
I feel
doing
yeah, I
the
feel
list.
like if he was not on probation, we wouldn't know about this, and it's probably just somebody saying it.
So is go ahead. Okay. I thought you were about to say. I don't know why I did that, but it said on Tuesday the singer was back in the news. This time accused of aggravated rape and drug violations in Paris.
man,
That's
that sucks.
I don't.
I don't not believe it though.
I don't
I
believe
thi-
it.
I don't believe
I'm
in it. Here's the thing.
completely undecided and just because I don't believe Chris Brown would. It'll just be stupid for him to make any mistakes at this point, especially since he just released the song. And it's a bop. Like, what you
Undecided?
doing? Yeah,
Undecided.
with the Janet Jackson sample, I believe.
That's not Janet Jackson.
Is it?
That's that's Shanice.
You sure?
That's Shanice.
We're going to
Okay.
genius that real quick.
Oh shoot.
That's like my favorite song. I'm not.
Oh well, he knows.
That's one of
His
my
favorite
favorites.
song.
I thought it was
looks-
Janet
favorite
Jackson.
song.
The own song.
She might have sampled Janet Jackson, honestly.
Why don't we still look at?
Okay, I'll
You're
look.
right.
I'll
Yeah,
look.
but
it's
it's something today.
I will
bop.
look. I would.
My
it is like
whole
a great
thing
song.
is I don't know. He hasn't shown himself to be sexually aggressive at any point in time before.
He is aggressive.
He is extremely aggressive, so I can believe he probably knocked somebody out. And if somebody else did something to her, that's unfortunate. But I don't know. That's real hard. Like, nothing's came up before, and I feel like it would have, especially considering he's 90% of the time
The
knocking out women.
Paris
for no
thing
reason.
is what makes me question
90%
a lot.
of the time.
We want to see the
90% of the
receipts. Bring up
90%
the
is like knocking out a woman.
I'm
Just
saying,
every
I ain't seen-
morning, just knocking out a woman. That's what he does.
I would like to see a report.
Yeah, we
but-
need to see the receipts.
and
the evidence.
understand like who is this person?
This did just come out last night, so
She
I'm
need
not.
money. What's happening? Like what is the issue here?
That's
Did
really
he hit it?
sad. Like someone's career is just ruined over something that might not sure, but might not be true.
Right.
It's very scary for mostly men out here.
That's true. But again, like with the history of like just
Okay.
R&B singers, like I just don't. I'm not
You can't
saying
say history.
I'm not
because
saying
R. Kelly's the
R.
main
Kelly,
event.
Bobby Brown, Ike Turner.
Can we just not do R. Kelly? For
There
this
was a
episode?
I was gonna say,
I'm so
like,
tired
Bobby
of
Brown and
talking
Ike
about R.
Turner, big jump spectrums right
Ike Turner never touched nobody
They still do women
inappropriately.
wrong. They still do.
Don't put a rapist.
You said Ike Turner did not beat Tia?
No,
I said
touch a
touch
woman
some-
inappropriately. Do not put a rapist
He punched
and
her.
a woman abuser in
That
the
is such-
same
Hold
sentence.
up. Hate to be that nigga, but she beat his ass too.
They were fighting. Yeah, let's be honest.
There was a
They were
one-on-one
fighting.
fight.
But anyway, I don't.
It's not like Lionel Richie. Lionel Richie
See,
got
this is why I'm
whooped.
saying, like, for me, it doesn't make sense with Chris Brown. Ike Turner ain't sexually assault nobody. He just beat the crap out of it. It's a totally different situation.
Which is worse.
Neither is okay.
Different glasses, Tim. This,
Which is worse. Go ahead and answer that question for
hold on.
yourself.
We gotta stop real quick. You were saying that being hit is worse being.
Go ahead, answer yourself.
That's
Answer your
Trinity
question.
Sipser.
She's like, I'll let you.
Sipping Trinity sips.
Let me
She
be
gonna let you
quiet.
drown
Let me be
yourself.
quiet
She-
before I get accused of something.
You already have.
You already have. You made a comment earlier.
There's a
that wasn't
podcast
okay.
going out tomorrow.
Whatever. If I decide
Tom's gonna be at the door the
I
next
got the
day.
message. Anyway, yeah, moving swiftly along. So there's a whole bunch of random stuff on here. So SZA, this is just like a rumor that I found on like random Facebook probably, so it's probably fake. But they were saying SZA's gonna play Beyonce in a biopic.
No.
Nah.
It's
No.
way too early.
Stop.
Nah.
Stop it.
Beyonce can't even be like
She's not 50.
10 years
She's
older
50.
than SZA, right?
Dude, age and then they don't look alike.
They don't sound alike.
They
Yeah.
don't sound alike.
There's no charisma. There's
Not
nothing.
at all. Just maybe the hair.
They're two
That's-
totally different people too. Like, you know, like personality wise, that's not gonna
Beyonce
work.
is
The
too-
tone isn't there
It's
either.
not
I think
the same.
And can
Beyonce.
SZA even act?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
I think like Whitney, Beyonce, even to an extent like
That's the first
Madonna,
one.
I feel like can't be emulated on film.
Speaking of which, I told y'all about this last night. Selena Gomez is supposed to be doing a Whitney Houston tribute at a Grammy.
No.
Oh man.
I'm
What
so
What are you
angry with that.
doing?
Selena Gomez.
We have all these black people in the
Who
world.
sat there
We're
and
gonna
was
find
like,
some
Selena
Disney
Gomez.
Channel.
Right. Who sat there and did that?
I hope she offered and they just felt bad.
I
I'm
hope
like,
she chokes.
okay.
I hope she like tries to hit the and can't like.
I
I
feel
hope
like
she calls
she
someone
won't.
else.
No, she won't do it. She'll do it her own way. She'll go,
Exactly.
"And
She'll
then," and then take it a whole
Yeah,
nother way.
it's gonna
Fergie.
sound terrible.
She go the safe way.
Okay, not like Fergie.
Fergie,
that was
was-
garbage.
Oh man,
That was
I did
dumpster fire.
a reaction to it, and
The
that
Fergie
was so much fun to do,
That was
and
so
it was
bad.
hilarious.
Ah.
It was horrible.
It was bad.
Like I was so
You're
disappointed.
not good at what you do, Fergie.
One last, not
She
one
tried
last
to
question.
defend herself.
Question. Okay, reaction
Call it
videos.
adaptation.
I always think-
Exactly.
We done?
No, we're not. We're having a conversation. Can I help you?
It's G Wiz, fool.
Okay.
You are 1/3.
Reaction videos. Sometimes I feel like a lot. I can tell who's faking. Like, do you like? Is this your legit first time watching?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
That's the best way to do it.
It really is because like people plan their reactions. Like you can't.
There's a dude.
Yeah, I know a few.
His name was.
So how do you hear about stuff like that? Like, how do you avoid seeing it and
Put your
know
phone
to
down.
watch it? You know what I'm saying?
What do you mean?
Like, if it's like the Fergie thing, it's like, yo,
Well, see, the thing is, you hear about it on social media,
Mhm.
especially Twitter. Twitter will give everything away.
Right.
And at the most, you'll hear a snippet. And then you kind of make, for me, I make up my mind to say, I want to do a reaction to this, or nah, let me just watch it by myself.
okay.
But if it's booming and people laughing, I'm like, oh man, I got to see what
Right.
this is about. I have to.
Okay.
And I heard that snippet, I'm like, I got it. I got to do it.
You see
So-
the NBA players' faces? They were
Oh,
just
that was
like,
the best part. That was
Trying
the
so hard.
absolute best
Yeah.
part.
laughing them. That was hilarious.
Yeah.
But okay, let's see. I'm trying. Okay, so I don't really have a lot to say about Soulja Boy, although
Crack.
drag. Like,
Man, look.
Here's the thing. I don't like Soulja Boy.
Really?
It's not like I never did, but now
I'm
he
done.
made me not like this. guy.
I'm actually really entertained by Soulja Boy.
yeah.
He is very just funny. It's all funny, and the thing is, at this point, now that he's trying to make a real comeback,
Right.
I mean, he's gonna milk the whole thing out. Of course, like he's
Like,
not
okay,
about to die
I agree
anymore.
with
He's gonna
that.
keep on being a
I
troll.
was a little
at this-
annoyed
He's gonna
how
try.
it didn't end with him talking about album coming out whenever. I feel like at least there's a payoff here somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the thing about
Even a
Soulja Boy,
mixtape by
like we
Beyonce.
owe a lot. Like I I'm not saying the podcast. I'm not saying.
I was gonna say G-Waves on the lot.
I'm saying internet, like kids on the internet owe a lot to Soulja Boy.
Yeah.
That's fair.
YouTubers, because okay, think about it. He put the video out on MySpace, made his way to YouTube. All the different, like he was like the first
He made
internet
a video
rapper,
about
you know what
him
I'm
putting
saying?
on
Yeah.
MySpace.
Yeah.
Exactly. And like the first little thing where he did the crank that, like him and that dude, like dancing in their living room, like that's things people do today.
First off, we'll call this man out real quick. How you gonna make fun of Kanye baggy clothes when you wearing the baggiest of clothes during your era?
Jeez, those
'Cause
shorts.
that was in
It was the era,
in
though.
that
Talk
era,
about it.
in the era,
Those
though.
shorts.
In
Those-
that era.
They wore shorts. They were complete.
The shorts.
They were parachutes
The shorts that went to your ankles.
and the small shoes.
That's
Yeah, really,
part
yeah,
of
like, that was so
that's the
tiny.
90s, 2000s that I cringe at.
I love looking at
I was part of
like
the big
award
shirt phase.
shows from like the early 2090s. I'm like, what are you doing? What is this
Why
all
the shirt so
jacket?
XL?
Why do you have writing on his glasses?
I have no clue.
Can you see?
Yeah,
He
that's
was
what I'm
really
saying.
doing his own thing.
Basically.
Band
But
man.
the thing about Soulja Boy is you go through all his songs and you gotta just rock with
That's
it.
what
I
I'm
mean,
saying.
Pretty Boy swag. I mean, come on now,
That's what I'm saying.
Soulja Boy.
Like
Can't-
Soulja Boy,
It annoys me.
I love Soulja Boy because
Yeah.
I loved Soulja Boy.
I like to say, like, I love Soulja Boy.
And
There
what
was a
annoys
time.
me is like someone at my job was playing like a 16-year-old at my job was playing Soulja Boy, and I was getting so irritated, and then I just found myself like going along with them, like damn it,
Right.
I guess
That's
I
what
still
I'm
love
saying.
Soulja Boy.
I dropped
Yeah.
off with Pretty Boy swag because everybody in my school
I
did it.
love Pretty Boy Swag.
Yeah.
I was like, Because looking at a bunch of black white kids do it in the hallway, it
Unity.
cut me off.
Unity.
Just think about the
That
Yeah.
brings the world together.
Not like that.
You know how many kids?
Think about the clubs.
Just
Okay.
think about the guy from Malcolm in the Middle singing that song, and you love it.
Okay. Think about the donk.
here.
What is it? The donk. The donk song.
The dog.
I mean, you gotta think about it. Depending on, I know when I was in college, hey, you go to a club, you go to a house party, they playing that song. That's the twerk
She has a
song.
dog.
So the thing is, I mean,
I get his purpose. But
He-
that was just like, I need a payoff here.
But
man.
you owe a like even Bow Wow, right? Like
What?
child rapper. Be quiet. Let me get this. A
I
child,
hope you saying it's the other way around.
child
and I
rapper,
think you
like people owe a lot to Bow Wow. Not saying
Okay.
he's like the best. Like just like Sugar Hill Gang in rap, it's like they're not the best, but you owe it to them for starting whatever they did. You know what I'm saying?
that's true.
I think
Ray Shrimmer would not be
think
here.
crappy SoundCloud rappers
Owe a lot
owe a lot
to
to
Soulja Boy.
Soulja Boy. I wouldn't say like
Sojourner.
Sojourner.
Boy.
Well, that
Also-
as well, actually.
It's my
Also,
Freedom.
beat structures too. I feel like then it was in an era, and I feel like DJ Mustard brought it back again with very simple melodies
Yeah.
and like drums and stuff. Like production wise, I feel like DJ Mustard had his own era similar, but Soulja Boy definitely started something there.
You need simple rappers. You need simple niggas.
It's probably the most
every
simple song I've
generation.
heard.
What?
Soulja
Need
Boy,
Pretty
Superman.
Superman is pretty intricate. if you
It
think
was
about
more of a,
There was no
a
bars in Superman.
dance
Right.
trend,
Yeah.
and it's crazy because you
Now-
look at now.
I agree
all
to
we
that.
do.
Everything
That's all
we
The
it
do.
is.
jerk,
Right.
all the other dance trends are owed to Soulja Boy. That is to me, that is his demographic. in
Even
my
to this
opinion.
day, like the shoot, you know what I'm saying, and like the shoot, but even
Don't
like
buy your hammer like this.
I know.
That's not how you do
Shoot.
that.
Did y'all hear that cringy ass song the Backpack Kid did?
No,
No.
Oh
He put out a
my
song?
god!
There's music.
I had no clue. Wait, when did this happen?
It was fairly recent. It is so.
I'm gonna have
bad.
to check it out.
Is it called
Wow.
the Backpack Kid?
No, it's called. It's like you remember we make fun of him a lot.
Silento?
Yes,
Yeah.
it was something like that. And
Yeah.
it was just so bad. It was. I felt like somebody came to him and said, "We'll pay you if you do this."
Hey, it's like that. It's all about numbers.
Basically.
It's all about numbers.
He
and
got the
that's
numbers,
real.
but the comments were
I
against
was
us.
making fun of him, but hey,
Yeah.
he's getting the numbers.
But I respect
It's-
Soulja Boy though.
But also, what annoyed me is Genius
You don't
did
ask.
a lyric breakdown to this very basic song.
Right. Oh, it's a Backpack Kid song?
Yes.
They did a whole, like a
They're
video
like,
breakdown?
shoot. He just legit seen the words like
And then
dissecting
the guy
it.
coming back, that word
So
means
when you
that.
shoot,
It was so like you
So-
had nothing to explain to me.
Right.
It's all about the views.
Oh,
Genius didn't have a YouTube channel until YouTube started making that cash.
Actually,
That's so true.
You're
Rap
not
Genius
wrong.
was like a nerd thing at first.
Yeah, and it was all online. I would go online. I'm like, oh,
Right,
they
just
got a
look up lyrics and
YouTube
stuff.
channel.
But I respect Soulja Boy because he even made his own beats. To this day, he makes his own. To this day,
this
he makes his own
Oh,
beats.
yeah.
I love this. He really does. Like every single beat, like even the like stuff he still releases today. Like you know, him and Bow Wow actually did a collab album. That just
just
crossed my mind.
Garbage.
Wow.
It was pretty trash. Actually.
I love Bow Wow, but it was
It
not.
was pretty trash.
That one's getting up there for me personally too.
Right.
Like
It was called We Washed. But anyway. But no, all respect to Soulja Boy. I hope whatever you're trying to get out of this, I hope you get it. It looks terrible.
Tim,
I can't support it, but
like it looks bad. But
it looks terrible. Okay, we're kind of having fun. Okay, here's the thing. That Gillette ad that came out. You said you wanted to talk more about the reaction to it than the actual video.
Yeah.
I would like to point out that last night
I did, but I didn't pay close attention. I saw someone
I'm not surprised
reviewing it
because it wasn't that deep.
about it.
as of right now, it is the 28th place for number of dislikes. If you take out music videos, it's 12th for the number of dislikes.
People were enraged. One comment that
Men
I
are
wish I had the
sensitive as
name
fuck.
to
That's the problem. Like, it's
wish I
just-
had the
they're
name of the
sensitive.
YouTuber to quote, but all he said was all caps, my masculinity, and then a big paragraph about why this is so offensive.
I think it's funny because it's like 45 seconds, maybe
Right.
a minute, and
The video?
yeah, it wasn't. It didn't.
It's like a minute.
It didn't
the full
feel
video
that.
is like a minute
It didn't
and a
feel
half.
that long. To
It
me.
was quick because
My
they
point
jumped.
is, it's not like anything to talk about and be that angry. Like,
Not at all.
also, it's funny to me that if you scroll through, it's like not a single woman or like young,
Yeah.
like like somebody who's under like 25
Whole bunch of dads.
said anything wrong about it.
That's so true.
It's just like a bunch of grown men being babies
Oh, yeah.
about not being able to beat the shit out of people,
Right.
sexually assault women, and bully people. I'm like, aren't these bad things?
You know, it's funny. In the video, there was like a kid getting bullied, and then one of the dads came over and
Oh,
stopped
yeah,
it.
Yeah, like it's all
There was like
That's
a
a
girl being
father
harassed.
thing
It's
to
good
do.
There was a girl
things.
being harassed, and he's like, "Don't
No,
do that."
yeah,
I'm
no,
just
They were
like,
like,
this kind of glory. This divides the line of niggas that do this and the men that do not.
I think what's
We
really
could like look up their IP addresses and like go see what's up with their wives.
hey, you good? You
Right.
need help?
Because
I think the most interesting thing to me was like they're proving the point
Yes.
of
Right.
this needing to be a thing, and just
Now, to me, the attack was not on masculinity. It was an attack on men who do these things. Men
Yeah,
who
exactly.
act on
it's
these
toxic masculinity, not actual
But
masculinity.
that depends on how you define masculinity. You know what I'm saying? A lot of men
things.
feel
Well, my
like
dad said
if you're getting bullied, like
masculinity is-
you know, like TJ, I remember you told me a time when you were in school and your dad. I don't know if you were getting beat up or what.
I was getting bullied.
You were getting bullied, and your
His
dad
name was Ivan. He was Mexican, and he
Hey,
kept making
whoa.
fun of my damn
Was he
glasses.
Mexican?
You
or
know what? You should have talked. Oh,
This was grade school. Like, you really
Okay.
would have like stepped
Pull
up.
out the
Yeah.
man's
I
full
will
name.
pull up. I would have pulled up
Ivan's
for my
gonna hear this
brother.
podcast.
Good.
Pull up.
Ivan is 6'3".
Ivan's gonna come beat you
He
up.
might be like swole. Like,
Ivan plays in the NFL.
he make better beats than me.
I'm gonna have to look up his Facebook profile.
Right.
Right. If you remember his last name.
I have no clue. It's like.
Okay.
I feel
But
like we should find this person.
the story-
That's what I'm saying.
The story goes is I came home crying one Tuesday to my father. And my dad was like, I don't want to see you come through that door crying again. He said, you gonna answer to him or you gonna answer to me? And at that moment, I had to stand up for myself.
You gotta defend yourself.
How'd it
Yeah.
go?
I think there's nothing wrong with
I
defending
made,
yourself.
I called him illegal or something. Like,
Hey, that's not even the
I
answer.
wait, hold on. I was being bullied. I was being
Not with the whole
bullied.
law thing going on.
My life was in danger.
It's nice having fun.
Hey, I had a fight or flight, and I went for that man's
Your
soul.
life was not in danger.
He never messed with
Was
me
he
after
pushing?
that.
Was he hitting?
He
you?
He
cried.
never messed with
Was
me.
he hitting?
He flicked my glasses.
All he did was talk about your
I had to
glasses. You
go.
called him illegal?
I went in.
And
You
that
had
probably
to go
gave-
at the bottom.
He didn't
of
mess
the
with me.
bottom.
He didn't mess with
You
me.
couldn't be
He probably-
intelligent. You couldn't come
You
up
should have
with
punched
something
him in his face or something.
That would have been better than calling the man illegal.
He didn't mess with me.
You know why? Because it was probably true.
Hey,
And he was like,
I,
all right, man.
I
I
exposed niggas.
He thought your dad was a cop or something like a
This
fan.
man probably went home and cried.
Like I did for the past
You
2
cried
weeks.
over glasses. Get over
He called me
yourself.
four-eyed stupid. I didn't have my
How
hair
old were
shaped.
you?
Oh, how was the average kid in the second grade?
7.
you know what?
You were-
Second grade. The fact that
You
you
called
even
me
knew
illegal?
about
Wait a second,
illegal,
yeah.
yeah, like wow, he probably was like,
Yeah, what-
shoot, let me
I
go
wonder
home
where I
and
got
ask
that
my
Right.
parents.
If I'm because he probably doesn't know at that point if he's illegal or not. I'm sorry.
I guess
They don't
everyone-
know.
That's hurtful.
As a 7-year-old,
You
I
just
didn't know.
ruined the whole
For a
7-year-old
second
life.
grader, it probably did hurt him, but
I mean,
Real
he ain't mess
bad,
with me.
yeah.
I mean,
He ain't come for me, which was the point.
sometimes
Don't
you,
mess with me, fam.
Yeah, but
I
then
will
ice
come-
came for him
I
and
will
it's
come
your
for your
fault.
life.
TJ's like, you know what? F Gillette.
I like how this was about like
Right, yeah, how we
toxic
get to-
masculinity.
I
TJ up
was
here
in
calling people illegal.
I was in the
You being
second
racist
grade.
and toxic.
I was in the second grade being fed up being bullied.
Wow, TJ. I thought you were better than that.
Second grade.
I thought
So,
you were better.
okay, how do you feel about that?
I already talked about you, sis. The reaction is to be it's overly sensitive.
What do you think about the ad?
Well, the actual ad,
Yeah.
it didn't
It's
phase me
fine.
none.
Yeah.
It literally was a story of like, yeah, in situations like this, you shouldn't allow this. It
Basically.
seemed like this is the principle to have a man can be a good person.
Right.
There's a negative of that.
But you know what? I feel like if that wasn't, you think it has anything to do with Gillette, like the brand?
Well, Gillette's phrase is the best a man can
That's
get.
a catchphrase. Yeah.
No, I'm saying, do you think it had anything to do with the reaction? Had anything to do with the brand or the message? Like, oh, if
Both.
like, let's say like
Gillette's a
I feel
masculine
what you're
base.
saying.
Puma did this, you know what I'm saying? You think people would be as mad?
I think
I
that
wear
a
Pumas
shaver
sometimes.
is such a man's thing. Like, you don't have a choice. That is, like, wholly a man's thing that people are, like... Gillette's old, too. Like, 30s, 40s. So you're holding on to this idea of, like, I can beat my wife because it's the 40s. And, like, I can do this because it's the 50s.
That's true.
So, like, I think the longevity of the brand and, like, the fact that it is... without a doubt, a man's product kind of holds. Because Puma's not a man's product. Puma's a unisex
It's not
product.
the first time they've done this either. They've had little snippets. It was a gay man doing like the best a man can get as he shaved. It was someone else. It was
That's
different
their
men.
logo.
Each thing.
They've done wounded soldiers
The
before.
point
like,
is,
looking in the
at the
mirror.
end of the day, we're all men. And we all shave by Gillette.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I feel like they wanted a conversation.
Right.
That's the
Nowadays-
ultimate goal, I feel. Marketing
yeah,
wise.
of course. There's a lot of-
You got a bunch of
A lot of
angry
brands that
middle-aged
wanna-
men.
So it worked.
They just want to get people's attention.
I think what has been cool is like in response, instead of arguing with people who have been giving like examples of like positive masculinity, like people showing like Terry Crews and I don't know if Joe Biden really works, but I've seen that somebody said it. He flipped out the mouth a little bit too much for me.
Folks want to pop off?
His folks want to pop off over here telling people they going back to slavery. Like, Joe Biden got to calm
Joe
down.
Biden said that?
He said that when Trump was getting elected, he said, "You don't understand. If you let this happen, they're gonna take you back to slavery." That's what he said.
Oh.
We already slaves.
Not like
I thought he was talking to like an
no.
employee, like, going back to
You going
slavery.
back to slavery.
Some of us
And I
are
was like-
enslaved mentally.
Slavery.
Yeah, and he was like, "They're taking you right back to slavery."
I would love to be that
"Don't-
one dude just like, we're already slaves.
We're still slaves.
Kanye in
We
the crowd.
never left the
We all
boat.
slaves.
We never left the boat.
That's wild. But no, I think I get on Gillette for like, you know, standing up for all right, I like that. I like that. But I think it's
Also,
dope.
my favorite comment was, I don't even shave, so it's just like a.
Oh, so you can't even grow hair, so you got a whole nother problem.
like,
Are you even a man? No.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, I was just surprised by the reaction. I was like, this is not at all. This is
Men
not
are-
worth the energy.
I was not
Men are
surprised.
very childish. It's surprising.
Really?
They're very emotional.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
They're more emotional than women deep down.
And what's funny is they try to act like they're not.
There's an argument there that we're not going to do with this podcast. Shut up.
Go ahead.
It's real.
I'm
It's
I'm
real.
emotional. I'm an emotional creature.
Yeah, but
Wayne.
Creature.
there's other things that are there that we're just moving on. What's
Yeah.
the next topic?
Okay.
Just gonna let you go.
If nobody's heard about this, we're not going to talk about it. I'm going to just say the name of the topic. Cardi B versus Tommy Loren. Anybody know about that?
Tommy Lauren.
Anybody know about Cardi B versus Tommy Loren?
What's the tea?
Does anybody know about Cardi B versus Tommy Loren?
I'm not listening to you right now until I'm a TJ.
We're just not going to talk about that.
First off, I'm not saying I'm on Cardi B's bandwagon,
So you heard?
but similar to Soulja Boy, I'm low-key looking at her like, what are you gonna do next? Like,
Make music.
Yeah.
She's good at rapping.
I like
no,
Cardi
what?
B.
She's good at rapping.
I wouldn't say that.
She has bars.
No,
I think Cardi
people
is,
have bars.
I think Cardi is
She's good at
creative.
quoting.
Yeah, so is Drake.
Ooh.
And
We're not debating that at all.
Cardi.
I'm saying is that if she could be a hype.
What?
I'm gonna unplug that.
One more time.
I feel like
Kid Cudi writes for Kanye. Don't you throw Kid Cudi
I'm
out
going to
there.
say it was...
I'm about to say Kid Cudi writes his music and he writes for Kanye.
All right.
Don't touch my baby.
Go ahead, TJ.
no, I don't think she writes her own stuff. She's definitely a ghostwriter. I feel like she plays more of a Little John role.
Little John.
She'll go a
Hold
lot
on,
further.
that's a little.
If she's a hype
that's
man,
a little. No, that's a little
No.
offensive.
offensive.
It is.
Little John is great.
I know,
No.
Okay, Little John is great, but like
He'll never be
we
able
make
to-
fun of Little John. Let's be honest.
We made fun of Cardi B too. Don't deny it.
I like Cardi B.
But she's legitimate.
I'm not saying I don't
She
like
has
her,
the energy.
but I feel like she cannot. It's like she's in a weird place like Lil Dicky is. This is
I
not
will
a
take
great
that.
of all time.
Yes, I will take that.
You will
that I will
not.
go with.
You will not be with the greats, but you will be a
You're
part of
educated.
history.
Hold on, what you talking about? You think Cardi B's not going to be
One of the greatest of all now.
Well, the greatest of all, that's to be determined, yes. But as of today, as of now,
She'll be a part of history.
she's getting the bag.
She's the best
I feel like
female
she's
rapper
getting the
right
bag
now.
right now.
She's the best female rapper right now.
And she
Yes.
can
the best.
speak
She's
different
a-
languages. She represents different.
That's what I'm saying.
Ethnicity.
Nobody else has
I
done
think there's
that,
the
for real.
conversation
I
of like
agree. I
marketability
agree.
versus her as an artist, because she's not a great artist at all.
Okay.
That's not.
She's
That's-
good, at least.
That's a push. I enjoy Cardi B's music, but that's a push as well.
You think she's
But
good?
like marketability wise, she's doing amazing. Like she's doing what she's
I don't
supposed to do.
deny
She's
that.
making her money,
But
and she's entertaining, and that's what she's there
you
to do.
can't call her GOAT. But you definitely can say she's a part of
That's
history.
what I'm trying to go.
Well, I'm saying that's all, like, I didn't want to perceive that, like, I'm looking at her more so as a character, what Cardi B is. As
Exactly.
like, what you going to do
Yeah.
next. Her rapping thing is like a subsection of what she brings.
But isn't that the best part, that she's not
She's
just
better
a-
off with a TV show. I
rapper?
mean, not TV show, a talk show.
She does not need it.
Oh no, not no talk.
Talk show is where you go to
Calling
die.
it.
Yeah, I don't.
Calling it
talk
now.
show.
I don't
Please
want
no
it, but it's
talk
going to
show.
happen.
No,
She's
talk-
definitely
No talk.
Cardi
a
T.
huge
You're going to call it that.
Cardi
threat.
T.
Cardi T.
Cardi T.
You're so sus. I'm sorry, go ahead, Trinity.
Oh, I personally like Cardi B just because she just brings the energy, and I mean she can dance. She
Can
can.
she dance?
She
dance,
can. I mean, she was a stripper,
Tim.
so she can
Tim.
dance.
Oh, she was?
Yes.
Wow.
She can dance.
White
She can
yes.
dance.
I got
yes.
you.
Tim, she can dance.
And
TJ,
The
Yeah,
most
David
important
dance.
thing. The most important thing is that she is real. I mean, it's clear
Right.
she doesn't have any filter. And while,
unapologetically real.
yeah,
respect that so
and
much,
even
Rhonda.
though people make it seem like it's a bad thing, I actually appreciate it because there's a lot of fake people out here. So at the end of the day, we can say, well, at least she's keeping it real.
Especially when you compare her to like Nicki, you know what I'm saying? Like Nicki is always like
Making a collective of characters.
Nicki is very like
she sways back and forth
she's been the best for so long that if Kendrick was to come up and like when Damn came out and everybody was praising Kendrick, Drake wasn't the best rapper in the world anymore. If Drake would have came out and said, well, that's why you fake it, Drake's career would have been over. Like I think Nicki's is about to be over because she can't handle competition. It's like rap your way out.
When you've
like,
been
do
alone,
better.
I mean, when you've been number one for so long with no competition, you don't know how to.
Also,
But she did-
She
but she
reacts
came
to-
up-
Also,
that,
you gotta
you know what I'm
understand,
saying?
she's been number one doing not that great.
Yeah,
Wow, that's a good point.
I think that's the problem. She
She's been
feels
the best by
challenged
default.
as like not just an
Wow,
artist, but
that's a
like
good point.
woman. Like
That's
she
such
feels
a good
challenged.
point.
That's why she's fighting physically and not rapping.
That explains why.
Ooh.
You know,
Because she feels challenged as a woman.
You know those-
That pen hand is shaking.
you know how like she was like the best female hip hop artist for like 8 years in a row. At the
What we had?
Mm-hmm.
What other choice
There was
did
some
we
of those
have?
you shouldn't even put out albums.
Exactly, because we had no other
It's
choice.
different
we
now.
just had to be like,
Yeah,
okay.
nobody.
And so she's losing her mind because she.
I
just
do
knows
feel
it.
like what holds the whole, I feel like, female MC back is that giant line of either you are a Lauryn Hill or you are a Nicki Minaj. There's no blend, there's no subsection, I feel like.
There's people there.
I feel
but
like there's
then-
3 different lines. Like it's either you get taken like a nigga, like you like nobody really sees you as an actual woman. You get taken
Like
like a nigga.
Rhapsody.
Yeah,
You're
or
Queen
like,
Latifah.
hey, no.
What?
Just because she's bigger than you does
Ain't
not
nobody-
mean
Ain't
don't do
nobody
that.
say-
Don't disrespect
ain't
Queen
nobody say
Latifah like
Queen
that.
Latifah.
She loves herself.
When I look at her, I'm not like, oh, that's
Nobody,
bad.
nobody has ever said, yo, Queen Latifah bad.
You're not wrong. I've never heard it.
You know, this is the episode of Fresh
My
Prince.
aunt looks like
No,
Queen
it was
Latifah,
to
okay?
set it off. Okay, to set it off, kind of
You're-
gave her
okay,
like
that's fair,
that
actually.
real.
If you look at Senator, okay.
But I agree
I'll
with you.
accept
There are
Yeah, there's that. Then there's like the I'm not really rapping. It's like a soulful thing. You got Lauryn Hill and then whatever, Nicki Minaj is that.
characters,
That.
color, and stuff.
That.
I feel like I think Missy Elliott was a good definition of what a female MC, a threat female MC should be.
Yeah, but
Because she could do
I feel
pop,
like she's more talented as
lyrical,
like
and,
a
like-
writer and like constructing ideas than she is even as a rapper.
but she never fit a mold.
But she reminds me of
That's
like Tyler the Creator. Like you don't know what she's gonna do next. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like she had like her videos are like some of the best videos of all time.
Oh yeah,
Just because they're
So
like
weird.
they don't make any sense. You know what I'm saying?
Ludacris had good videos too. Just
He said little.
Ludacris, his videos.
He said Hurricane Chris. I'm sorry.
I've never seen a hurricane kiss me before.
Neither have I.
You see A Baby?
No, I've never
Ludacris.
watched. I'm
No, yeah,
listening.
you're right. Ludacris, like with the big chicken wing and the.
Oh,
foot.
yeah.
Yeah, that jump was crazy.
That was something else.
The whole
Ludacris
era.
is
But he was like a giant in like a
This is
town
sad.
and stuff.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, move, you move.
He was good.
Nah, but legit. But yeah, no, my original topic was Cardi B and Tommy Lorraine.
You're like, yeah, we did go all the way. We did like, yeah,
They got
forget
in
what you
They got in
said.
a Twitter feud. I don't know. I don't remember what it obviously.
No.
I don't care. Tommy's just explosive. Cardi gonna go and say whatever. It's just,
Yeah.
Zombie's explosive.
Yeah,
This is TV.
All right. Okay, so
This is
this
promotion.
this is actually happening, and I don't know how I feel about it. They're making a Coming to America 2.
I
They're
heard.
bringing the whole original cast back, like Arsenio Hall.
I don't need
That's-
Arsenio Hall no more.
That's not that bad.
Okay,
I don't need
I
Arsenio
understand
Hall no
why, but I love this character so much.
I'm so
Or
done with
Arsenio Hall.
Arsenio Hall.
I kind of. I'm sorry.
He just never, like, he didn't age right. He's not funny anymore.
Arsenio
He's
Hall.
just annoying.
He wasn't funny in the
Kevin
first
Hart
one like
Yeah,
that.
Kevin Hart's the son, right?
Hmm?
Kevin Hart's gonna be in that. I thought.
Let me look at the cast because I don't.
I believe so.
I thought he was gonna be the son. Now you're
So-
going to America.
You think Kevin Hart is that much younger than Eddie Murphy?
Yeah.
He can look younger. The
He
man's
can,
5'3".
he can definitely
He can
look
pretend to be
younger.
whatever age he
Yeah,
needs
college
to be.
That's not wrong.
He can be 13.
Eddie Murphy got nothing going on right now, so I know he's
Shave
taking
his
that.
face. There you go. He's 13.
Even James Earl Jones, he come back as the granddad.
Oh my God, that's James.
this is-
James Earl Jones is just like making money on the same thing
You know what
that he
I
already
want?
did.
Legit.
Like not even doing anything.
You know who I want to see? I want to see the dude, the big light skinned dude that sung the song for the lady coming down.
Oh yeah, she.
I want,
You know that fat guy?
yeah,
Yeah,
I
He's
want
a
him to
legend.
be there.
I don't know
Okay,
what
how
he is.
old he is now. I want you to come back for that.
he's a legend.
Hopefully they
don't,
do it right.
Don't force him.
I hope they do it right too.
Of course
It doesn't-
I know that they won't. I know it's gonna be a
Yeah,
Hollywood
it's,
thing.
It's too. It's too.
It's
long.
a turn your brain off kind of movie.
As long as I love Kevin Hart, but too much of Kevin Hart can
Right.
do too much.
I don't think Kevin Hart can act. I think he's.
He has a
terrible
drama coming
actor.
out.
Well, see, yeah, that
Upside
new
is doing
movie.
very good. I will
I
say
haven't
that.
seen it, but I
I've
do
seen
want to
either.
see it because I heard
Yeah,
it shows
drama.
a different
Really good.
With
side of him.
what's his name from Breaking Bad?
Bryan Cranston.
Yeah.
Bryan Cranston.
No, I feel
wanna
like
see that.
when he's trying to be funny, the like Night School
Yeah.
and all that stuff was just so bad. It just was not
He's
like,
become-
and he's funny. Like I like his stand up. It's just
Is it wrong to say? 'Cause I like his stand-up
It's
too.
so
Is
cheesy.
he better as a secondary character instead of being a lead character?
to be honest, maybe I just think he's trying to be funny. It's like someone's writing with him, and it's like we're making you funny. And I don't feel like it's necessary to make Kevin Hart funny. It doesn't make sense.
He's a funny
Like,
man.
It doesn't like Real Husbands of a that's funny. That's hilarious
That was
because
genius.
he's just doing
That was pretty
himself.
funny,
Yeah.
actually.
Everybody's just basically being themselves. But when you get him in a movie, it's so bad.
Mm-hmm.
It's just so bad.
When he can't beat Kevin Hart, I feel like he's not.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's because he's trying to be funny at that point.
Especially when he tries like, I'm just a normal guy. It's like,
Yeah.
Clearly
and I
not.
think it's, for me, it's too much of Kevin Hart. At one point, he was in movie after movie, and it was just like, okay, too much.
Over-exaggeration.
And then we get used to the usual Kevin Hart. And I think
Yeah.
that's probably why he decided to switch up a little bit.
I
Because,
think he
like,
did that,
we're
too.
kind of tired of the same old.
That's always been my question to him. I was like, you can legit change your entire course to be like one of the greats, like
Hey, Will Smith.
Robin Williams, and
Right.
all that to do both.
Genius.
Even Steve Carell,
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. That was like, that made no sense. I don't know, what movie was that?
Foxcatcher.
Yeah. I never saw it, but it was like, the heck?
It was weird.
It's still so weird for me watching him in regular films, like Welcome to Marwen. I was just like, I want to cry, but like that's Steve Carell, so I'm so confused.
Like, I
I'm
keep
like,
not hearing this man from The Office.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, and what you don't want to do, I know for me, just being a YouTuber, I don't ever want to be labeled as something so much to where I can't.
Escape
That's
it.
right.
Exactly.
That's so true.
So,
That's so true.
don't
I have
feel
a-
too good.
I have a plot here.
Oh, man.
Deadline reports that in the sequel, Akeem learns about learns about a long lost son and must return to America to meet his unlikely heir to the throne of Zamunda. So Akeem,
So that's a wacky antics.
wow. So wasn't there a girl in there?
Yes, who became his queen.
I know, but wasn't there? But she came back to Zamunda with him,
Yes.
so she would have had a son there.
Yes.
He learns about a son that he only came to America once,
Mhm.
so he must have cheated on. He must have.
oh Lord.
There are a lot of sub things in here.
Lord.
Right?
This might be all
This
right.
is like- right.
You gotta
So you
bring
wanna
me a
lose his
nice
wife?
little jug of tea.
Dang. How much you want to bet like Taraji P. Henson is going to be like the son's mom or whatever?
Oh,
Oh,
that's
well, we got-
good.
I want Angela Bassett.
She's too old.
She a little bit too aggressive
Right.
for that, I think.
She also looks like she's about to cry.
She a little too aggressive.
All I hear is, "Damn it, Joe."
They should get
Or
Bobby.
what's that? Everybody hates Chris.
Tashina
That
Arnold.
mother.
Yeah.
I mean, she might be
That
good
would be
too.
actually really interesting.
would like to-
I would
If
see
it's a
her.
comedy type
Yeah.
thing, yeah, like
She's
definitely.
funny.
Yeah.
I want to see her.
But she can be serious. When
She's
she needs to
underrated
be.
too. When was she ever serious?
She was serious.
When?
You know what?
So hard.
Not just that, the episode where a junior got a girl pregnant.
Yeah.
Very serious.
I'm talking about Rochelle.
Pam.
Oh,
Sorry.
I heard you say.
I said Tichina Arnold.
No, I heard you say.
You
What's
thinking
her
about
name?
Campbell?
Who?
Yeah, I thought. That's where you said.
Gina Campbell?
Oh,
No,
Tasha?
Yes,
Oh,
that's what I thought you
no,
said.
Tasha
Tisha
like
Campbell.
in the dark.
Tisha
skin.
Campbell.
I thought she said Tisha
Not
Campbell.
my wife and kids.
Kara Clark
My
Sheard.
fault.
Yeah.
Everybody hates Chris.
Rochelle-
You're right, I have not seen her series.
Tichina Arnold's never serious.
I seen her angry. Never serious.
Never. But this could be very interesting. I mean, it's the regular old, like, I have a son, like, type thing.
Also, is this the?
You know what, Monique
this
will
the
probably
old
be good
movie?
too.
You said Monique.
Monique.
She does need money since
Her-
she's been complaining about
Hey,
money.
that was hilarious.
You might have to.
She does. What did she say? She was like, I'm the best comedian of all time.
She really thought we was gonna drop Netflix. Girl,
Right,
bye.
that's it.
Right. What is this boycott Netflix?
No,
I'm like,
I didn't mean to laugh, but don't use the names of Dave Chappelle, Chris Rock, and all
Just
that.
don't,
And then put your
right.
name on that list.
Monique.
Don't do that.
Like, Monique, what you doing
I
now?
forgot what
To be
were.
fair,
Stop.
though, to be fair, we don't have enough women that have lasted over a long period of time. So I got where she was coming from. Respectable woman, where you're like, I still love you.
I
Even
can't name like 5 legendary female comedians.
That's
Yeah,
my
the
point. That's why she
legendary,
can
I
say
don't
what
know
she
about
said
that.
because she is like the few people that
She's Nicki Minaj.
Sure.
like, by the
Who's her
law.
competitor?
I'm curious to know.
Oh, the girl from Night School is her competitor.
now,
Haddish.
but she
Tiffany
just
Haddish.
became last
Tiffany
couple
Haddish
of
is still
years.
young in comparison.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
This
so
is like-
Monique
she's on,
gets
like-
to be the
Also,
legend because
she's doing the exact same thing Kevin Hart did.
What you talking about?
Before his stand-up movie came out, he was choosing a plethora of movies to the
Oh,
stand-up,
they're in
then more
cahoots.
movies.
They're actually on the team.
He is
in a
her
way.
her mentor. for
Yeah,
all
they're
of
like brother and sister. That's
He's the one
how
who
they-
found her.
Oh.
Mhm.
I
And I
know that
respect
did.
that 100%.
wow.
Yo, that makes sense.
100%.
That's why he got so turned. We got William said what he said.
Yes.
Exactly. He
He's
went
the-
all.
Yeah, he's the one who found
And
her.
I'm
Oh,
like, you know what?
that's
I like
right.
that type of
Okay.
energy. I'm trying to.
Yeah,
you
give me
know.
that Kevin Hart the movie.
Y'all not my friends.
Yeah.
Fuck me. Nah. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. It's set to come out in 2020. It's supposed to start shooting in 2019 and set to come out in 2020.
Oh, okay.
Well,
Well,
forget about
We
that.
got
maybe
I
a
will
minute
figure
for
it out.
It's
that.
gonna be rambling by YouTube.
I'll see how I feel about it in a year. I'm trying to pull up these Oscar nominations real quick.
I think I have them.
Yeah,
Well, in the
I'm
meantime,
pretty sure
you
I
know,
can.
John. Well, I don't. Well,
John Wick 3.
man,
I saw the commercial. I saw the trailer.
I am so excited.
I
I'm
love
so
it.
strapped in.
So
I love
excited.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how strapped in?
I love John Wick. Bro.
Cannot
The
wait.
highest order.
The highest.
Let's pull up these Oscar nominations right quick.
I misspelled that completely.
Before we get there, just real quick, J. Cole dropped a whole bunch of pictures yesterday on his Instagram. About like, I think it's about this Revenge of the Dreamers album. Where like everybody I don't know if y'all saw it, but like everybody was like going to the studio with J. Cole. It was like literally like almost every artist was like, hey, we invite you here. Rick Ross, Wale, Swizz Beatz, obviously all his artists.
Hopefully
Even some people
Childish
that I know.
Gambino. That's just my.
That would be amazing.
Bruh,
Would
I
be.
keep hearing.
J. Cole, they actually do have a song. It's a Who Dat remix. It's way back in like 2010.
Don't tell me that.
But, but no.
They got a song and you tell me that
You
mess.
can read it.
I love J.
Oh.
Cole.
Thanks. Anyway, here we go.
Now, I got some things that, in my opinions, can I read them at work.
You want
About,
to read
like-
them or you want me?
The main one I'm really curious about is Best Picture.
Mm-hmm.
Black Klansman for Best Picture?
I think.
I love
Excuse
like. Do you not like?
Okay.
Black
No, I
Hold on.
enjoyed it, but he said Best Picture.
Best picture.
Think about it cinematically. Out
Oh,
of
it
everything
looks-
that you have seen this entire
It is the
year,
most unique.
And it is Spike Lee.
and like
Right.
utilizing both of
Yeah.
their techniques that show up in all of their films perfectly, mushing it together. It was mildly funny, like not inappropriately funny because it was like serious. It was accurate to like the actual story. Like don't you dare.
I thought you were about to say
Don't
Black
you dare.
Panther.
And
No.
ju-
Well, see,
did y'all
Black Panther
know-
was curious too, but I feel like it's the only superhero movie on here. So I feel like it's almost like a
And
quota.
this is the first to be nominated for Best Picture.
Did y'all know that was Denzel Washington's son?
Yeah.
My dad
I
had to
had
tell
no
me.
I
clue.
didn't know
My
until
dad
like
had to tell me.
I think you told me after we watched
My
it.
dad
I was
told
like,
me.
I was
But
like,
the mouth, I kind of was just like, oh.
you
'cause
start covering a couple
You know,
things
the
up.
mouth
Yeah.
Denzel
Right.
does something with the mouth, and I'm like,
When he went
okay,
like this
I
that
can
one
see
time?
it.
Yeah, that's
I can see it.
You're a racist.
I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but it did make me rethink about the movies I saw. So I was like,
You know what I find interesting? Out of all of these nominations, Black Panther consistently shows up, which I personally think is amazing. It's like on one of my like top movies of all time list now. But Infinity Wars never shows up on any of these lists.
You don't think it
And
shows up,
Infinity
like,
Wars
effects or anything?
Was amazing.
Infinity Wars
Can't
grossed
wait.
more than Black Panthers.
Can't wait.
And it was actually
My theory.
it was a lot at once. I will give that. And I think they balanced it well. But when I remove emotions, like when I watch it now, it's kind of like, okay, why are we going back and forth?
I have a
like
theory on this.
this? So I can
About the Academy.
understand.
Yeah, Infinity War only shows up for visual effects.
I think it is solely based on popularity and impact. And I think they picked between the two. Infinity War and Black Panther.
Well, yeah, because Infinity War didn't have an impact. It's just you made
Now,
me cry.
personally, I would
It had
like
an impact. What you talking about?
I
I
have
mean,
not-
yes, half the world, but like,
until I see
The galaxy,
Vice.
the universe.
Until I see Vice, I want Best Picture to be Bohemian Rhapsody. Until I see Vice.
Nah. Bohemian Rhapsody didn't have me like Black. It wasn't as smart as Black Klansman, and it wasn't as.
It's an
Okay.
appreciation film.
okay, hold on.
I know, but it's still.
Hold it.
I don't think it was as smart.
Hold it.
Because they're both true stories.
Okay, out of all of these
Really,
movies,
The man was real.
That could have been a satire. You never know.
dude,
It sounds like a satire.
I feel like A Star Is Born is better than Bohemian Rhapsody. I
not
appreciated
wrong.
the film.
I'm not wrong.
How
But-
did you say you're not wrong?
I said, no. I'm sorry. You're not wrong.
Okay, I was like, excuse
I
me.
think I may have missaid something.
Yeah, I was
You're not wrong.
I was about to go somewhere else with that, but no, like Bohemian Rhapsody was good. Like it was like okay, that whole last half of it with the Live Aid scene. I was like, I'm
I
crying.
might be just
this is
holding on.
amazing, but you can't just hold on to that. The movie was
Right.
like they smushed so much time into like such a small movie that it was just like if you stop and think, everything was a blur except for like, oh, I got AIDS in Live Aid. Like
I was gonna say, like, the way I like to think about award shows and nominations is if I was like an indigenous person, not indigenous, if I was a native person and they brought me over here to see all these movies at once,
You have to learn English first.
they
Okay, let's say I was.
got your subtitles.
Let's say
You have to comprehend a movie
Let's say I've
picture.
been in a coma. I've been clapped in a coma for 23 years, and I just woke up, and they showed me all these movies, and they were just like, "Hey."
That makes Black Panther kind of confusing.
Yeah, I mean, really.
I mean, you can still follow.
There's
Also
along.
makes Vice very
superheroes, like-
confusing. A Star Is Born is literally like I'm jumping into a story.
I think The Star Is Born
Either
is
one,
a
I'm
solid movie. If it wasn't for other things being in existence, I would say, my heart tells me to say Black Panther, and that's.
It's not really up to you. Your choice is
Excuse
not better. You're not voting.
What's the dude you like that's really hype
There's a lot of dudes that I like.
from Hamilton?
Lin?
Lin-Manuel Miranda.
Oh,
No.
Anthony Ramos.
Is he the one from A Star Is Born?
Yes.
Okay. I'm sorry.
That whole cast.
I
is
double
really
take.
hype.
I thought I saw his name here. I was about to say, yeah, check this out. No.
For my 3 lines in A Star Is Born,
Right.
like my
Basically.
garbage lines.
Then we're gonna go to. I'm gonna go to original song. All the Stars for Black Panther. I think it's not a bad contender at
I
all.
love that song.
But I feel like Shallow is a bad pick for Star Is Born.
Why not?
The last song.
Yes, the last song, whose name I can't
I'm
think
sorry,
of.
what is the
I
song?
wanna
again?
cry.
When a cowboy trades his spurs for wings, the Ballad of Buster Scruggs.
Okay, it's actually that song low-key is
I'm not
actually
sure
really
why it's
good.
there.
The Ballad of Buster
It's
Scruggs.
that movie's good.
What song? What movie is it?
It's
That's
on
the
Netflix.
one
It's
that's
a
like
good
an odd
movie.
place.
The Ballad of Buster Scruggs.
Yeah, it's actually a really good movie.
No, man, that's.
I liked
Oh,
it.
this is tough. I'm gonna just okay. Animated. Incredibles 2, Isle of Dogs, Mirai, Ralph Breaks the Internet, and Spider-Verse.
Okay, here's the thing.
Man.
Excuse me?
I'm coming for y'all real quick.
Spider-Verse.
Spider-Verse is gonna get it, but I would not mind Isle of Dogs getting it.
Look, TJ,
Calm down.
I respect Wes Anderson as much as the next person.
But you respect stop motion.
Excuse me. Fantastic
8
Mr. Fox
years.
is probably one of the best things I've ever seen in my life.
8 years it took to make that film.
Spider-Verse? Excuse you?
I said I know it's gonna win, but I would not mind seeing Isle of
It's
Dogs.
amazing.
Are you black or not?
Let him have this without.
Can we just double check real quick?
Quite black.
You positive? Can you check real quick? Just
I
to be
said
sure?
I know who's gonna win. Just that A. Just
Incredibles
for the
two
one,
might-
for the
Incredibles
one
two
time.
might win.
Incredibles 2 actually might win.
Yeah,
It wasn't.
on some Disney stuff.
Honestly, we had a good year for animation. I can't be mad.
Yeah.
As long as it's not Wreck-It Ralph. I can do without that.
They didn't even
I can do
try.
without
It's
that.
gonna hurt my heart. All right,
Gonna wreck my soul.
I haven't seen half these movies. I'm just. Well, what do you want to do, TJ?
Let's
Because a lot of
do.
these movies are just like.
Let's
real-
do actor and actresses leading role. Those are the most common.
That's what he's about.
Christian Bale and Vice, Bradley Cooper, Star is Born.
Why do they keep trying to give Bradley Cooper?
Willem Dafoe at Eternity's Gate, Bohemian Rhapsody, Rami Malek, or Green Book, Viggo Mortensen.
I need to see
Wow,
Vice.
really? They gave.
I haven't seen any of these.
I know, right?
Okay,
There's
so
like half of these I
for
haven't-
me, I've only seen part of Vice. I have not seen the full movie. but just the sole fact that I cannot tell that is Christian Bale visually or
feel like-
auditorily is enough
So
for
you should
me.
get best makeup.
I said or auditorily, so him acting, he
That's
sounds
vocal
like.
coach.
It's not. It would be his award.
Yeah, I mean, I know I'm saying, like, this.
And what I have seen of the movie,
Here's the thing.
I'm completely floored because I'm lost in the whole idea. And Christian Bale's a method actor, so like
I
automatically.
might
it's
piggyback
unfair.
off of you till I see the movie, but I love Bohemian Rhapsody, but it was not a. That's definitely
Yeah,
Freddie.
Yeah, there were awkward moments where I was like, "What's wrong with you?"
Now, Lady Gaga winning actress leading role.
Was she nominated?
Yes, for A Star
Bradley
Is
Cooper
Born.
wasn't really acting; he was just a drunk the whole time. So I don't really understand
No, he
why
was.
this
She was
keeps
having
coming
a great
up.
time. That's what it was.
Yeah, like it almost looks like they just gave him alcohol and he just went with it.
Now,
Like,
do y'all
cool,
think
that's what we're doing
our boy Spike Lee is gonna get director?
for
what?
Black Lives?
Yes, he's nominated.
Go to directors.
Directors. Some of these names I'm not even gonna attempt to pronounce. Tim, rapper.
I'm
you take over.
letting Tim scroll to it so I can read it.
I'm lost. Oh, there. No,
Director.
He don't know what he's doing.
Here we go. Spike Lee, Black Klansman.
Yep.
Powell. Oh Lord. Powell Pawlowski in the
Just
Cold
name
War.
the movie.
Powell Pawlikowski
Just
in the Cold
name the
War.
movie.
I'm gonna
Just
do
let
this.
it- just
Yorgos Lanthimos in The Favorite. Alfonso Cuarón in Roma. And Adam
Okay,
McKay.
butchering people's names.
Adam McKay. in
I know
Vice.
one of these people.
I know two of these people.
I only know one.
I only know Spike Lee.
You're right.
That's the thing.
Give it to him, whatever.
Adam
Right. Give it
McKay
to
and
him.
Spike Lee. They're like, I can't read the rest of y'all names. It's Spike Lee.
Ah, so hard. Anyway, but no, yeah. And then this is. I kind of want to see what y'all feel about this visual effects. This is such a weird.
Wait, hold
list.
on. The second one.
No. Infinity War, First Man, Ready Player One, Solo, or Christopher Robin.
Christopher Robin. That's what I was like. That's so random.
Huh?
Like, oh, we put animation in a live
Honestly,
action.
Ready Player One is a contender.
I say Infinity War is just pretty cool. It's
It is a
space scenes and
contender.
stuff.
Ah, man, Ready Player One is.
That was a whole world.
I haven't seen Ready Player One, so I can't argue with y'all, to
You
be
have to
honest.
live. That's it for that. I think I'm not gonna watch it anyway. I don't know why I'm stressing over this list so much.
Yeah, hold on. No, just for
Christopher Robin.
Ludwig, I want Black Panther to win original score.
That's a fact.
I feel like that's a given, though.
I think it's a given.
I believe so.
They might choose some other white person.
White man.
Excuse me.
Anyway, lastly but not leastly, Spider-Man: Far From Home. The trailer came out.
We got posters.
Oh, did you?
Yes.
What
Give
are they
me
like?
one.
Are they the ones
I
with the face
can't.
and the
I
stickers?
literally cannot. Yeah, it's the face and the stickies.
Are you all into like Marvel and stuff?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I am.
Okay, cool.
How
They
deep
made a
are
whole
you
lot of
into it?
Spider-Man stuff, right?
So there are or they are.
There are.
Yes.
It's been like the.
This is the.
I'm
this is
guessing
the
this is gonna be the best
this is
one,
the
though.
fourth.
Well,
third.
Of what? We're talking about
Spider actors. Spider-Man actors.
third.
yeah. Andrew, Tobey Maguire, Tom Holland.
I'm sorry, like to me, this is the best Spider-Man.
I think that it's the most accurate for us as from childhood because it's spectacular. It's based literally spectacular Spider-Man from the cartoon. That's how Tom
And
Holland
he's an
is.
actual child.
He's not a
Good point.
child. He's our age.
You know what I'm saying? He looks like a
he's
child.
more relatable.
Yes,
exactly.
a lot more. I don't know.
He's
like,
actually annoying
I
in
couldn't
real
get
life.
into. I couldn't get into Tobey Maguire's. I felt like he cried too
Wow,
much.
like
love them.
that's okay.
He was
come
a-
on,
Me
dude.
too.
That's our Spider-Man, like our
That's-
living.
That's
acting
always gonna be
He
my
was-
favorite.
I did not like Andrew.
Listen, why you
Garfield
crying?
at
Here's the
all.
thing. I liked him as Spider-Man, not Peter Parker. He was too
It
cool
was
to be Peter
uncomfortable.
Parker.
Yeah, like it didn't.
They
make
did say
sense.
that he was the best. That Andrew Garfield was the best Spider-Man.
Yes, I agree
Tobey
that
Maguire was the best Peter,
Peter
Parker.
Parker.
And then Tom Holland is just
yeah.
the best both.
Also, because Tom Holland's not adult Peter Parker. Like Toby was adult Peter Parker.
Just-
Tom Holland
yeah,
is.
like,
You
he
did
never-
not just say
I
that.
said he's an actual child.
He's
like,
not a
When
child.
you look-
I'm
you
talking
look-
about the character.
You shave him and you cut his hair, he looks like a child.
That's not the point. You're reaching for this point, Tip.
No, I'm saying he is like a child. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can convince people that this kid is not in high school. They don't spend the first movie in high school. And
I think the word you're looking for is immature.
Kind of, I
Yeah,
guess.
okay. I like Tom Holland. He
But
is
no.
annoying as shit, but like.
But past that, I don't think this is a smart move because Peter Parker is apparently dead at the moment in the MCU.
Well, we all know he's not dead.
I
Then,
know,
yeah.
but like,
But the implication of the trailer.
think about all the
Do you want to
kids
talk
who-
about that? Are
think
we
about
gonna
the
go there?
kids who are watching
Do
Spider-Man.
you want to go towards the
It's
implication of the trailer?
407. It's 407.
You don't want to go towards that implication?
We can, but
What's
God knows when it's gonna stop.
You didn't realize something?
What's that? I probably did.
Iron Man's dead. like 110% dead.
Oh,
After
yes.
watching that trailer, you 110% know Iron
Now
Man.
hold on. I feel like a given as
permanently
a
dead.
visual given. Like
It was like, okay, why is he going to Nick Fury for information and confirmation and trying to
why
talk
would
to
he feel so bad about being Spider-Man and want to take a break?
Yeah, why does he feel so bad about being
He's
Spider-Man?
retired.
What's his name? I keep on calling him Bubba. What's the chef for his name?
Bubba.
What's his name? Help me.
I
Is it
love you when
Bubbles?
you call him Bubba.
What is it?
What are you talking about?
The chauffeur who's like supposed
Happy.
to take Happy. There we go.
I
Wow.
love that you
close
want to
enough.
call him Bubba. That's like
He's a
so left.
He's a big man. It was something stupid. That's all I remember.
Porters.
And the fact that Happy is like somber, like throughout the whole trailer, and then also
No,
like
he's
trying
not.
to
He's
help.
flirting with Aunt May.
Okay, outside of the flirting thing, that is okay.
That's the only part
He's
he was-
coping. Okay,
Because someone
he is
died.
coping. But
But Jake Gyllenhaal.
also the check that they bring out while he's flirting
Salt
with
by
him
Pepper.
is Salt by Pepper, not by Tony Stark.
I didn't catch that. I had to see that on Twitter.
Yeah, so the
Also,
moment I watched it, I was like, "Damn, Tony's dead."
how do we feel about Jake Gyllenhaal as
There's a theory going
As-
on.
Mysterio?
You know what?
I don't really like Jake Gyllenhaal as an actor. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I don't dislike. He's just boring.
Was he the Prince of Persia?
I don't remember.
I never saw it.
Exactly.
He was in Nightcrawler.
I don't remember. No, I'm just messing with you. I don't remember that.
That's it.
I was
That's
just
a-
being difficult.
Nightcrawler?
That's a pretty big
That should
deal.
mean Night Rider?
Nightcrawler.
Nightcrawler. Oh, the movie about the camera guy.
Yes.
Okay. I'm thinking like the X-Men. I was like,
No.
really?
We didn't have a Nightcrawler movie.
We should
Yeah.
have.
We
but
should. I used to love playing.
I don't like
Nightcrawler.
circus-based movies though. That's probably what it's gonna be.
But no, that'd be like Dumbo, the action film.
Low-key.
But no, I like them. They have the theory, you know, like in the trailer, you have like the water monster, the fire monster, and the earth monster. Since Mysterio's like a magician, that's like his illusions. He's doing that to become the hero. You know what I'm saying? And you know what? They did pull up a point in like at the end of the trailer when they're like, he's like Iron Man and Thor combined. They weren't saying that, and they said that, and nobody got like depressed. So they're saying
Why would they be getting that?
because if they died, you know what I'm saying, Iron Man and Thor.
We gotta
Thor's
think about
alive.
we gotta think about time first. First
Yeah.
off, Thor ain't going nowhere.
Yeah,
He
Thor's
better
alive.
not. I like
So I'm gonna be at your
definitely
door,
a
Marvel.
favorite.
Yeah, Thor
Knocks on
was my
Marvel's
favorite.
door.
With the
We're not doing
with the
this.
sweats on, he ain't going nowhere.
That was my favorite character. No. Yeah. but-
Chilling, rapping.
No,
Right.
I swear.
But one hell.
No, but
That's
like,
what happens when you take away somebody's country, their girlfriend, their best friend,
Their
and
brother.
their brother.
Family.
His whole family,
He's
his
alone.
whole planet,
He's literally the
his
entire-
girlfriend, his like the
His
whole
hair,
9
right?
yards.
His best friend.
His
Take that
best
tattoo.
friend, his
Yeah.
brother, his ship.
It's tough.
Nah, but no, legit.
Legit though.
I think, but no, legit. That's always my segue. But no, I think this. I mean, I'm thinking about like the kids who are watching, like, the MCU right now.
It's not
Like,
for them.
it doesn't make sense. How's Iron Man alive? Unless they pull something in Infinity War that switches the script and it's like in a new dimension, or this is like a.
I was telling
That's what I
Tim,
was
my
thinking.
personal theory is there's gonna be a scene in this upcoming movie where are you doing it because I told
What
you
if,
or
I'm sorry. What if this is a prequel? What if the bus he was coming
See?
back on in Infinity War is from that trip?
similar,
Very nice.
similar a connection.
No.
I also had a theory that in one of the movies there's gonna be a scene where we're gonna see. I made it up like Nick Fury shaking somebody's hand. We're gonna see that exact same scene in another movie, but it's somebody else doing it to indicate a shift in time.
Shift in time.
I feel like it's gonna be something subtle like that.
That's
The other thing is,
That's
it's
hard
like
to explain though.
there's a lot of things that are starting to have to start falling into line. Excuse me, to put the X-Men and Deadpool into this, so we're gonna have to shift.
Deadpool cameos calling him now.
For sure.
calm down.
I'm just like, so things are gonna have to change and shift in a weird way, and time,
They're gonna go back in time.
not just going back in time,
Yeah,
but like
but-
shifting reality has to
Dimensions
happen.
and crap.
They got introduced mutants.
We don't need to do all that. I hate all.
There's always a twist with everything that happened. I feel like he couldn't have had it that perfect. Like,
What do you mean?
Remember that
like in the end,
they're in the end game. It's impossible.
Dun, dun,
it was like he got the best of all of them.
You're saying there's no way he can
Thanos.
go back in time?
Thanos.
No, Thanos getting away with it all. Like it's over.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
too easy. Is what
oh.
you're saying. Like,
Oh,
Exactly.
Okay. Yeah, they're gonna win, but I feel like somebody's gonna die.
Exactly. The whole world's
They're
counting on them to
going-
win, and then
the, like the Avengers, you know, the
Let's
Avengers.
do. Hold on. Let me call out our friend Trey Rob real quick. Tell me this: why the biggest comic book nerd we know came out the theater confused? They won. It's part one, and he knew what was gonna happen. He was still surprised.
Funny, I'm sure he read the comic.
I think you just didn't want to be hurt, man. That was just a lot.
I didn't expect it to end like that.
Here's the
You
problem.
told me how it was gonna
They
end.
cut the screen off at the worst possible time. Like, I remember just sitting there like, okay, what's up? What's next? Okay, I got it.
I knew they were gonna cut it off because like he was just looking at like I won. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I thought they were going to cut it off right at the snap. That would have killed me.
I thought that too.
That would have murdered me.
Ooh.
Like, I would have literally been so
That
angry.
cliffhangers.
And then you saw the next movie on like the world burning.
Exactly.
Oh my goodness.
Some random like raccoon that's not Rocket just on fire running.
Right.
That's not right. Don't worry.
It's not Rocket. Don't worry about it.
Irrelevant raccoons,
They're all underground and stuff, eating rations.
basically. These said rabbits.
Same difference.
Why rabbits?
You could eat rabbits in the when they're
I want my homie from Ragnarok to come back.
Meek.
Yeah.
I mean Corey.
Korg.
Oh,
my
yeah.
name is Korg.
You don't need
It's
him.
my
You're
friend
talking
Meek.
about the stick.
No.
No.
The Rock?
the big rock guy and then the
Oh,
guy
okay.
with his hands.
You talking about Groot?
Oh
Yes,
Groot.
yes.
He faded away. Right?
The one that turned
Groot
into
did fade away.
Thor's-
He faded away.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That was
yeah,
so
no.
cute.
That was kind of cute. He just
We
like
don't-
chopped
we
my
don't
arm
need
off.
him.
I don't think I'd ever chop my arm
No,
off.
Meek and Korg are hilarious. I just love like the New Zealand
Yeah.
accent.
You know what don't make no sense? Last thing in Infinity War when what is his name chopped his arm off?
Yeah.
Didn't it take him like forever to grow back a whole new body?
No, it never has. Him regrowing the whole body was from the explosion that
seen
happened when we discovered that Quill was part planet or like not human because he didn't die.
Part planet.
He is part
He is
planet.
part
He is. It's just a weird way to say it.
Yeah, I was just like, I feel like you made that up.
Speaking of
But he is.
why did he use any of those powers in Infinity War?
He lost them. You
I
Nimrod.
only watched what? I only watched Guardians 2 once. I really wasn't.
And you missed the entire
It wasn't
thing.
You missed the
that
entire
great,
ending.
man. It was not that great.
Corny as
My
fuck.
mother knows more about it than you do.
Good for
Anyway,
Really?
my mom really
I'm
likes
surprised because she's not doing that. Not on the podcast.
we're doing this. You've done it before. Go ahead.
Oh God! What was I about to say?
I hope
today?
she watches this episode
Oh.
because we haven't cussed
I'm
not once,
I'm
so
not
she can
sur-
actually listen to
Hey, man,
this
you share
one.
this with my church.
We can actually share this. With
I'm not
her.
surprised she knows so much because she's a Hebrew Israelite.
I hope she comes after you because of that.
She can't. You know why? Because his Hebrew Israelites can't run.
Are you done? Oh my God.
Am I done?
Are you finished?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Are the Hebrew Israelites finished?
Oh my God.
They're never finished.
Go ahead.
The Lord's work is never done.
Go ahead. Somebody, go ahead.
Anyway, but no, the only reason why it took him so long to regenerate before was because of the explosion. Like, the one that caused us to realize that Quill was not fully human. Because they both, like, he protected them through the situation, and Quill made it through because he was part planet.
Yes, and then he was a little seed, and he grew to a little leaf, and then now he's becoming that. Now, what I was gonna reference, when he was knocking those people up and down in the little hole thing, his arm came off and grew back.
Yeah,
That actual scene.
Oh, okay. Okay.
it always grows back.
He's a tree man.
Okay, gotcha.
He's always growing.
Okay. That makes sense.
But now that I think about it, I feel like, why does he have age if, like, he's an infinite tree? I feel like it should be, it's like, I feel like it shouldn't be like I get for the
But
joke.
he's maturing as a tree, like from a
Do
sapling
you realize
to
how long
the...
it takes trees to grow?
Not just not in that process. More like if he's like an actual race of trees. I'm surprised a lot. Like it's actually child tree, teen tree, adult
Teen
tree.
tree.
I feel like this would have been Groot, but just short.
Oh yeah, so it wouldn't have been like a baby and clothes.
Right.
I feel you.
It's cute, though.
I feel like I know why they did it, but immediately I was like, why are you not like just normal Groot? You're just
Baby
little.
Groot is by far the best thing that has ever happened to Groot. It's adorable. Besides him, like, almost dying, but, you know.
Low-key, right? He was on that man's shoulder just chilling.
Yeah.
I was like, I would have.
Or the opening scene of, like, Guardians 2 where he's
He
just,
was
like,
dancing?
dancing around, everything's falling apart, and he's just, like, chill as fuck.
It was low-key like the best part. Or even like at the end of Guardians 1 when he was dancing to oh baby.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Watching that with my mom was funny because she's screaming, like, he's gonna get himself hurt. And I'm like, Mom, just watch the movie. Calm down.
He can
It's,
take care of himself.
it's not that deep. He's just a
Anyway.
tree guy.
This was fun. Even though we like I hope the guy we didn't lose half the podcast.
This is the podcast.
I swear to
3
God.
minutes and 40
If we
seconds
lose-
talking about
oh my
Groot. Nothing
God.
else.
Right, that's like the shortest.
Well, that's the podcast.
Oh, geez.
So Groot. All right, have a good
This
day.
was Groot, right?
We are Groot.
No, but man, thank you Trinity for coming on.
No problem.
Go ahead and state your social media. Where can they find you?
You can find me on YouTube at Trinity Jae. J spelled Jae. And on Instagram, it's Trinity Jae. And that's about it. Posting videos weekly.
You got anything new? Like anything?
Anything new cooking up?
Oh yeah, well tonight I'll be cooking up something, so tune in.
Like a literal cooking up something, or like
Yeah, like
Okay.
actual
Chef in the kitchen.
Got you.
I cook.
That's what's up.
Yeah,
We appreciate you for coming on.
no problem. Glad to be here.
Thank
It was fun.
Hopefully not for the last time either. Alright, I'm Tim.
I'm TJ.
I'm Franny.
Thanks for
It's
listening.
been G Wiz.
It's something greater. Forever in our hearts, I thank you now instead of later. Taught us how to get it, not sit around wait for favors. Forever on my mind, I keep the mountain in my prayers. This what dreams sound like when they turn to reality. This for every challenger that ever did challenge me. Took a few L's, but I brushed them off casually. I'm from 2-5, dawg, the whole world couldn't handle me.
Friday nights with my girls just riding. Windows down, music loud, and we just vibing. Haven't heard a thing that I hate or gotta say. Never had time to really care anyway. Had to go away to make a change, but came back just to show the kids it's more to life than where you at. Bossed up big, got my degree when I was gone, but you could call me Dorothy, there's no place like home. Carolina roses, good things grow here too. Pretty flowers in this field called life. It takes a little mud to make something that's nice. Carolina roses, good things grow here too. Pretty flowers